Hello, I'm Tony Aguilar. As we enter into this election season, I am reminded that our election process is the envy of the world. But I am also reminded that we are now living in the worst of our election process and the best. The worst of it is when we try to play the fear game. We try to engage people to vote along lines of fear. Be fearful of the other. Versus hope, which says that we can be better, we can do great things. When I watched Congresswoman Michelle Bachmann announce her candidacy for the Republican nomination for presidency of the United States, I was struck by the fact that here is a woman who has engaged in race baiting and who said on Bob Schieffer that she wished she could say things differently if she had another chance. Personally, I find that hard to believe. I think she played the race baiting game in order to position herself as a major candidate for the presidency of the United States. And now, as she seems to be catching speed, having the wind at her back, so to speak, she's trying to come across as a mainstream candidate. In her mind, the end justifies the means. And so as she engaged in divisive tactics, while she may be a major player in the party, I would say that she at this time represents the worst of our election process. When I watch Donald Trump, a man who questioned the authenticity of the Americanness of the President of the United States, I was struck by his vitriolic campaign of hatred. When I watched Herman Cain, I was struck by his statement that he would not allow a Muslim to serve in his cabinet, and both he and Newt Gingrich would make Muslims sign an oath of loyalty to the United States of America. In his words, Newt Gingrich, he said, that's what we did with the Nazis and the communists. Is he equating them? We are faced with the best and the worst of our election process. We are faced with a xenophobic strategy meant to scare people into trying to keep the other out. Or do we want to engage in an election of hope? I sincerely hope that the issues will be discussed from whichever ideology. But what I've seen thus far on the Republican side reeks of Southern strategy, reeks of fear-mongering, and reeks of the worst of our system. It is up to us as citizens of this nation to see that hope overcomes fear.